the Epstein files that everybody said were never going to come out. Well, apparently they've come out. So we're going to listen to the Justice Department talking about it right now.
Today we are producing more than 3 million pages, including more than 2,000 videos and 180,000 images. In total, that means that the department produced approximately 3.5 million pages in compliance with the Act. Just a quick note about the videos and images. The 2,000 videos and 180,000 images are not all videos and images taken by Mr. Epstein or someone around him. They include large quantities of commercial pornography and images that were seized from Epstein's devices, but which he did not take or that someone around him did not take. Some of the videos, though, and some of the images do appear to be taken by Mr. Epstein or by others around him. Today we are producing.
I've heard that Bill Gates had an STD.
Yeah, and then he tried to give
STD.
his wife the pills because he didn't want to tell her that he got an STD from a Russian hooker. So he was trying to figure out a way to give her like the chlamydia pills, like slip them in her drink.
Well, that's why.
What a dog!
I mean,
Gates.
dog is not. I don't think that like I like dogs, and I think that's.
Well, no, not in the.
That's
not in the canine.
Yeah, what a scumbag.
Yeah.
But that, and also there's the.
Also, are they? Did I hear that correctly? That they're just releasing his entire just goon stash on the DOJ website?
Yeah, if I understand correctly.
Is that what they're saying? They're just like,
I don't know if I like that either.
Yeah,
well, hold on a second.
They're just turning the DOJ website into just like Pornhub.
The whole
I know, kind of like.
But like, what about like what are they doing?
Understood that?
It's kind of like
commercial
Biden's
laptop,
man.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, he had like this collection. We're just throwing it up there.
Dude,
for
just
you
come
guys
out
to
with
watch.
Harry
That could turn
Palms,
into
like,
somebody
I've been going
else's
through the
own
Epstein
fetish,
stuff.
right? Like, oh, I'm just gonna go get off on his whole calendar, like his whole catalog, right?
Yeah,
Like, I
was
think
there
that could turn
child
into its
porn in
own
there?
thing. That's what I'm worried about,
No,
right? Like, what
no,
about?
I don't think that they're saying.
He said some videos appear to be taken by him. That was like a statement.
Yeah, but I don't think he said anything about child porn. But he's just like, yeah, commercially produced 2,000.
He said there's some of it is commercially produced, but also if this is like his stash, there has to be kids in there. Right?
The guy just said some of it is taken by. Play the rest of the clip, Phil, because it says some of it.
We played the whole clip.
That was,
cut off,
that was
but
the whole clip. Yeah.
It did say at the end that some of it was produced. It appears to be some of it was produced by him.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's like like him filming like his pool day, or if it could be something a little more.
I think
I mean, I remember
nefarious.
the first batch came out like whatever last month, and I was like looking at some of the photos. It looked like a realtor's. Like it's just like it was just like photos of a house. It's just like 10,000 photos of a house.
Imagine what has to be going through like the heads of the investigators on this who had to just like go through all of this stuff and decide what to put on the website.
I mean,
You'd have
Well, I think they have to release it all. That's just
videos
what
of
you
kids.
redact, I guess.
yeah, I think that, and that's likely why,
Right.
as much as people are, people are really worked up about this information not coming out and not releasing all the files. Do you guys think that this is going to satisfy the people that are like, oh, release the files?
Not
release
until
the
it directly implicates Israel, Bibi Netanyahu, and every
There
other
was,
Jew
there
on
was
the
a thing
planet.
with Ehud Omer where it was like basically Epstein saying like, hey, can you clear up that I'm not Mossad with like a smiley face or something. So there is some stuff, but again, it's just like, are people actually going to go to jail over this? Which is, I think, what everybody's wanted the entire time is go, we don't care, like, as much as we want this stuff to be released, like, we want people to actually face some consequences for this. The idea that you're just going to release this stuff and be like, okay, moving on. You go, no, that's not really what people wanted.
Yeah, we wanted accountability.
Yeah, you
Right.
want something. You don't just want to find out that, like, Bill Gates is a scumbag. It's like, I think a lot of people.
We kind of probably already knew that.
Yeah.
You could just tell by looking at them. They all kind of had the same look to them.
Continuation of like some of the previously released files where, if there's evidence, blur out the faces of the children, please, by all means. But if there's like,
Yeah, they're doing that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
I mean,
other-
obviously,
I-
everybody
I'm
on the
just
left
saying,
is like,
others-
we want to get Trump
Yeah.
on this. And
Yeah.
Well, because people are criticizing all the files because they're redacted. It's like they release it and then it's just black lines everywhere.
Yeah,
So
I kind of think that I'm on Cam's side with this. If it doesn't implicate Israel, there. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I think if it doesn't implicate Israel, Bibi Netanyahu, or just the Jews broadly, there's going to be a lot of people that are like, this isn't enough. They're still hiding stuff, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah,
or whoever they want to be implicated, whether it's Israel or not, like whoever their target is. It's the same
I
with every
mean,
conspiracy.
I'm of the mindset that it's much more than just any Israelis involved. This is like a global network of like many people.
Are you going to be going through the paperwork yourself to find people?
3
or-
million things.
I'm actually
gonna go make a Claude bot when I get home. And
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Oh boy, we're going to get to that.
Yeah, I think there's Chinese involved, Russians involved, Middle East involved, and all this.
Yeah.
And they might have been using just Jeffrey Epstein as like a figurehead of sorts. Because now that he's down and he's fallen or wherever the heck he is, I mean,
wherever the heck he is.
He's not on Xbox Live because we've got.
I'm just saying it's no laughing matter, but it's like there's going to be somebody else and there's going to be another island, and you know what I mean.
Well,
it's
I mean,
something
so
that we have to keep on track of.
To that point, I think that there's always going to be people that are powerful that are going to behave in terrible ways. That's kind of always been the situation. Like people that have the ability to be above the law, they're going to act in ways that are disgusting to the normal person.
Yeah,
and so
it's a blackmail operation at the end of the day.
Yeah, so this is just a little light fare for this, but like in 2013, Microsoft banned Jeffrey Epstein from Xbox Live for harassment, threats, and/or abuse of other players that was severe, repeated, and/or excessive. Can you imagine?
Extortion or manipulation? Maybe his blackmail thing moved over to Call of Duty
in the files?
lobby.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. That's if I understand correctly. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be a joke that we missed, but. Can you imagine like playing in 2013, playing like Halo 3, and Epstein's just like, your mother. I'm gonna bury your family.
Xbox is ahead of the curve, man.
That's
Call of Duty,
that is
just
so funny.
tearing people apart.
Crazy.
So yeah, I mean, I think that it's good that the files came out.
Is this the end of it, or is there more to come?
I don't know. It's enough to keep people busy for a long time.
Oh my God, this whole thing reminds me of like JFK or like moon landing, where you're like, you're gonna be 80 telling your kids, you're like, oh, we're about to crack it.
Yeah,
I think something's coming out this week. Like you're just gonna be talking about this forever.
Unless you just get the chatbots to deal with it, and then it could be done really quickly, right?
Yeah,
get it going.
I just hope they don't invite me to the White House for a binder.
Are you throwing a little shade there? Come on. That wasn't their fault, legitimately.
They weren't even there for that. They were there for something else, and they were like, oh, by the way, while you're here, they were meeting with J.D. Vance that day, and then they're like, oh, while you're here, here's a binder, and we're going to call you in the second room.
Bondi tossed everybody there under the bus. She really did. And it was terrible that what she did because, it made fools of everybody. I think the only person that kind of came out of it, like, you could see Cerno was just kind of like, yeah, okay. He's kind of like getting away.
Yeah, because he probably opened it first, and he goes, "Oh, there's nothing in here."
But like,
everybody else probably just like didn't even open it.
No, Kaya was like, yeah, TikTok. Well,
sure.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I would be considered to go and get a binder if it's the goods. But that was a wild instance.
Would you trust if they said, "Hey, we've got something, come on to the White House"? We've got some information for you. Would you trust them to do that if it was AG Bondi doing it?
I mean, sure. I don't know how much.
You would still go and get the information.
Yeah,
like I don't care who was there. I'd want to go and get the information.
Yeah, if anybody wants me to come to have a meeting, by all means. But I mean,
don't take pictures.
Would I trust what they gave me? I mean, I haven't been following up on the Epstein files. I've been involved in other projects, but I don't know how much I could contribute, honestly. But I don't know if I could trust that. I
don't know. I feel like it's a lose-lose situation when it comes to the Epstein files.
Well, what more do we, aside from like any implications? What more do we want?
Well, there's a lot of people that have been upset that the DOJ has not released stuff, right?
Or put people in jail.
Well, yeah. So
I think there's people in jail.
I didn't mean it. That's a wrong context. Like, what more of the files do we want? Of course, we want accountability and people jail.
Give it to us. Just give us everything you have.
Yeah.
They were under Biden. They were like,
they were
flight
acting
logs,
like
there wasn't that much stuff.
bank accounts or transactions. Like what?
I think the evidence, like most people that want, that are looking to see people in jail, believe that there was a lot of children violated, and they want to see those people,
Sure.
they want them exposed, and they want them put in jail. So if there's that information in these files, then the DOJ absolutely should be, rounding people up. Will they? I don't know. Is the information even in there? I don't know. They didn't talk about any indictments.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
run
that's what
into a
people
big
want.
issue. And the issue is like people need to realize how criminal investigations work. And if you just play your hand to their defense attorneys, you screw the investigation. You're never going to convict them. They're never going to go to jail. And this isn't exactly like an easy thing to convict people for, right?
But they've also had all these files for 5 years.
This is true.
right?
Not
But
even
this
that,
isn't
though.
like they just got these.
They've also made, like, he was in trouble before, and they made deals with him and other people to get information. And so those deals are, like, from what I understand, ironclad too. So they can't just be releasing stuff, and then if they made a concrete deal with somebody about something else, then
Well, but they made the
indicate
deal with
that.
him. People are, he's dead allegedly, and people.
I think
want-
there might be more to it than just him. Like if they made a deal with him, but still, there's from what
All
I'm
right, just give us
hearing,
Alan
there's-
Dershowitz. Can we just get Alan Dershowitz?
Sometimes Dershowitz has good takes. Sometimes he's terrible. You know what I mean? But,
Also, think about this, though. You say they've had him for 5 years. Think about it. Administration has changed in that time. Yeah, more than 5 years. Administration has changed in that time. And think about for 4 years, the Biden administration furiously, with everything they had, went after people for January 6th and were locking people up to the last minute. And they wanted those people in jail with every resource of the federal government. Even when you want to put the people in jail and you have photos of them inside the Capitol, it's still not easy to get an indictment. So, like, these things are complicated. It's difficult, especially when you have to deal with lawyers and attorneys, and we're going to push the court date out to this time. And, like, it's not easy to get people behind
And I mean,
bars.
people are delusional if they think you're going to get Bill Clinton perp walked. Like, it's not happening.
You're talking about nuance, and the internet has no time for that.
But like, say
They
they,
have no
I'm
time
saying,
for that.
say they were trying to get people to turn on Jeffrey Epstein or give them information on
Yes.
him or his operation, and they made a deal with them, like, hey, we're not going to prosecute you because of this. Now they have to like take that name out of those files because
Yes.
they already made an ironclad deal with them to get him, however, 5 years ago or whatever.
And that's why it's even harder with the network, because think
Right.
about, there might be one person who did that. Now think there's, I don't know, potentially tens of thousands of people involved. Now, how many thousands of people are there who they've made deals with to get other people? And the whole thing just comes
Like you do
down
with drug
if you release
dealers
unredacted.
trying
Yes,
to get to the big head honcho.
exactly. And I'm not saying
those deals still stand.
yeah, and I'm not saying that making those deals are right or wrong. It's
I
just
agree.
not. It's just not easy, and it's not complicated. It's extremely
I would
complicated.
like everybody locked up. Trust
Yeah.
me, that's not how it always works. Almost everybody.
Most
Fat people,
everybody.
mainly.
Or anybody.
I mean, anybody.
Mainly fat people.
Well, what's the deal with Ghislaine? Is she still locked up? What happened to her?
She got a deal, if I understand.
got it,
correctly.
okay.
She is still
Okay.
locked up, but she got a deal
She's
to.
like in a medium security now.
Yeah, she's not.
Yeah, we don't know the
she-
terms of her deal either.
Is she being put on trial, subpoenaed, or
No, she got like 25 years, I think.
Yeah,
she like pled and got a deal, and I'm sure she's helping them or doing something with them. I mean, like
what-
that's how these deals work.
That's what I would like to see. Maybe some Ghislaine files. If she writes some letters from jail to us.
Yeah, people kind of freaked out about her getting transferred to a minimum security, but it's like, what's she gonna do? Dig out? Like, she's not. I don't think she's exactly like high risk for jailbreak, right? I mean, maybe if she's got powerful
other
friends,
people are
but
around her, like that guy that just wrote that letter yesterday.
Unless she made a deal
That
with
was
El
ridiculous.
Chapo.
But here's the thing, though. Yeah, here we go. But here's the thing, though. Is nobody wants to help her get out of jail, because if
No.
they help her get out of jail, they've now implicated themselves in the
Correct.
pedophile
Yeah, just
ring.
because of what she's done,
Yeah,
you
that
know.
she's like radioactive. Nobody's gonna help her.
I agree.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.